I'll just tell you what it said in Rolling Stone for the listeners. 2.5 stars. The toll isn't as good as they think they are, and they're not as bad as they should be.
Whatever the hell that means.
But I've never really asked you, from your vantage point and your perspective, how do you tell that story, how the hell we got signed?
Well, it happened 2 ways. One is we were serious. So we, instead of just saying, hey, I'm in a band, it was 6 days a week, we're rehearsing, and we're going to figure this out. We're going to have a chalkboard that lists independent record companies, where they're located and who's on their label. Where do we fit into that? How can we get in front of them?
And their A&R person.
We literally had what could arguably called brand building meetings.
Right.
Before we could even put together more than 3 chords.
Right.
So the discipline aspect was a big part of it. But what differentiated us was the guy in the middle of the stage. It made what I did really easy. Now, it was hard in the aspect of keeping up with you and figuring out what mood you're going for, but I could usually get it from when you were waving your hand saying, nah,
that's not it.
Shut the hell up. But because we're blood, it was a lot easier for me than the other guys.
Than the other 2 guys, absolutely, yeah. So as a band, an emerging brand, we were extremely disciplined. You brought this up, and you brought up the chalkboard. This chalkboard is famous because really what we were doing is data mining. We were doing modern marketing.
Analytics.
We were doing analytics. Not only, as Rick talked about the chalkboard, were we looking at what artists were on what labels. Oh, no, that wasn't enough. We researched what A&R guy, that stands for artist and repertoire, was signing what bands, when they were signing them, what types of bands were trending, and how long would this trend last. When we would drink our Jack Daniels, we would talk about this. How long will REM stay where they are? Is this Irish invasion with U2 really going to happen? And what is Southern rock? What is alt rock? We don't know what that was, right? Unlike any other bands that I've talked to and over the years, and you and I have met quite a few, we had this thing called the discipline of art, what you brought up earlier. And that's what got us through.